Hi, I'm Karen Huvelink, and I'm here today to tell you about our bagel mix. And so I am going to be doing this, of course, in stages because that's what the recipe requires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bagel mix bag and I'm going to open it up with one of our little bag openers here. It has a little blade on the inside, and you just open it up, and now it's nice, easily open. If I was going to save this, which I'm not going to, I could also clip it, and that would keeps it from spilling over, like if you're using it for chips or that kind of thing. So I'm taking a bowl of my deluxe stand mixer, and I'm putting in my bagel mix, just like that. And the directions say to add a cup of warm water, 100 degrees to 115. I do this enough to know that my tap water is that temperature because I use yeast a lot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on my stand mixer, and I'm going to knead it for 7 minutes with my dough hook. Okay? I'll be back in a few minutes to show you the rest. Hi, it's Karen back with step number 2 for making our bagels, and I'm using our Pampered Chef bagel mix here. I love bagels. Bagels are my very favorite breakfast, but in my little town, we don't have a bagel maker. So I'm really excited to try this mix so that I can make them at home. It will be very dangerous. I'm excited to try this. This is the bagel mix after it's mixed in with the dough hook in our deluxe stand mixer. And I'm going to take a little bit of, I got a little bit of oil here on my brush. I'll show you. What I did is I took our batter bowl. Now, this is our 2-quart batter bowl. I call it the Bachelor Bowl, beer, cereal. That's all they need. I actually have 2 of these because when I make bread, I make 2 batches and I get both of them going with red dough in it. I have taken a little bit of coconut oil and put it on my silicone basting brush, and I have just oiled my bowl with a little bit of coconut oil. You could use the oil of your preference too, but I happen to like using coconut oil. So here is our dough, and I'm just going to take it and swish it. The very culinary term here, I'm going to swish it around and just take my dough, put it into a ball, and then put it in my batter bowl. And the recipe says to cover it with a piece of saran wrap and let it rise for an hour and a half. So that is what we are going to do. I'm actually going to put this in my microwave as a proofing box. I am not starting it. I am not warming it. I am just setting it in my microwave. So come back. I'll tell you more later. Hi, while I'm waiting for my bagels to rise, I am going to take my new 8-quart stainless steel stock pot. And what's great about this pot is you notice that it's shorter, all right, which is wonderful for someone who is 5 foot like I am. I call it the squatty potty. It's so wonderful. It does come with a lid, has a lifetime guarantee. These things are virtually indestructible. I love our stainless steel. So what I have here is I have 4 cups of water in here, and I'm going to bring it to a boil. And once it starts boiling, I am going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So that's where I'm going to be. I will come back when I'm ready to start dipping my bagels into the boiling water. Hi, I'm ready to boil my bagels, and I'm really pretty excited. They look great. They're not perfect size, but that's okay. I'm never worried about being perfect. I have my water boiling. I'm going to add a tablespoon of baking soda. Put that, it bubbled up nicely. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar using our small scoop. I love that little scoop. 3 tablespoons stainless steel scoop. And I'm using our whisk to mix it all up really nicely. And now I'm going to take my bagels and I'm going to put in 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3, and I'll show you. I might make you a little drunk here. Don't look at my messy kitchen. There they are in the pot. So 1 minute, and then we'll flip them. I'm using our spider strainer. I love this so much for pasta, but it's handy for so many things. I think it's going to be a great tool for this. So give it just another couple seconds. It's supposed to be a minute on each side. This is so exciting, you guys. I've always wanted to make bagels. Actually thought maybe I wanted to have a bagel shop at one time, but I decided I didn't want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, I'm gonna turn this over. Oh! I think I'm oops, I just splashed myself. That burned. Okay, another minute. And it's hard to be patient with this, but this is what it's like. Now, some people think you can skip this step, but because I am a bagel Nazi, I'm really picky about my bagels. I am not skipping any steps. I understand that with the bagel bites, you don't need to. You guys, these are so cool. These are really nice and firm. Just like that. I'm going to add these 3. We'll do another minute on each side of these. This is not hard, you guys. Very cool. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put our everything but this bagel seasoning on top of these. And I'm going to do salt on the other ones. If you've not used our pantry items, they are so fabulous. In fact, I'll share the recipe. There's a recipe for macaroni and cheese using the bagel seasoning, everything with the bagel seasoning. And it is one of my favorite macaroni and cheese recipes. So here I'm going to turn these upside down again. And these will be salt bagels. I am using kosher salt. And I'm just going to turn off my burner because this is going to be done. But they're already kind of, I mean, they look like real bagels. All right. Here we go. You can definitely tell the difference in consistency when you boil them. All right, so I'm just going to do this. Ooh, I'm getting that. That's a little lot. That's a little lot. I know that sometimes when you go to the bagel store, it's too much salt anyway. So I'm just sprinkling some kosher salt on top. And I'm going to pop these into a 400-degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. I'll show you the results. Smells like a bagel, let me tell you. All right. Okay, I'm ready to pull my bagels out of the oven. I'm getting suited up with our amazing oven gloves because this is a 400-degree oven. And look at these bagels. I am so excited. That middle one looks perfect. So I'm going to let them cool. And I look like I'm going to have a great breakfast tomorrow. So I'll come back and show you how to toast one in our great toaster in the morning. See you later.